Jai Gurudev. Today we will see the numericals problems from the chapter 9. The theory part and the derivations, all those we have seen in the previous live classes. So we will continue with the numericals. I will start from page number 126. Page number 126, first question. I will start it. So I will just first read the question. From a rifle of mass 4 kg. So we have been given mass of the first object as 4 kg, M 4 kg. Bullet of mass 50 grams. Bullet of mass 50 grams. So we can take the first one as object 1 and second one as object 2. 50 grams, right? Next one, fired with an initial velocity of 35 meter per second. Initial velocity v1 equal to 35 meter per second. Calculate the initial recoil velocity of the rifle. They are just asking us the initial recoil velocity, right? So from this we can see that they have given us mass of the object, velocity of the object 1, mass of the object 2, and they have asked us to find the velocity of the object 2. So from the law of conservation of momentum, we know that m1 u1 plus m2 u2 equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2, right? Here the initial velocity of the bullet before firing from the gun will be 0, right? Because before the gun is fired, the bullet will be at rest, so it is 0. Similarly, the rifle will also be at rest. Only after the bullet is fired, the bullet will move forward, and due to recoil, the gun will move backward. So this will be completely 0, right? So I can say that m1 v1 plus m2 v2 equal to 0. Yes or right? Do you understand this? So I can substitute the remaining given things. See, 4. Actually, we have to see here. This is in kilograms and this is in grams. Either you have to convert this to grams or you have to convert this to kilograms. Either is fine, but you have to have both the mass in the same units. Fine. So I am converting it into 4000 grams. So now what do I get? Mass equal to 4000 into 35 into 35 plus m2 v2. m2 is 50 into v2 I have to find, right? So if I take v2, what do I get? I can take this, I can keep this and bring this to the negative side in the minus, right? Minus 4000 into 35 by 50, right? So solving this, we get an answer of 0.4375 meter per second. This is the final velocity. Do you understand this? So this is the answer, m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Total is 0, right? We have a negative here. What does this negative symbol denotes? It denotes that the gun is moved backward, right? Due to the recoil, when you fire the bullet will move forward and the gun will move backward, right? That's the meaning. Next, two objects of masses 100 grams and 200 grams. One equal to 100 grams, another one 200 grams, are moving along the same line. So they are moving in a same line and direction. Their direction is same like this, and their velocities are 2 meter per second and 1 meter per second respectively. So their initial velocities are given as u1 2 meter per second, u2 1 meter per second. They collide after the collision, the first object moves with the velocity 1.67 meter per second. So the after collision, we take it as final velocity, right? So after collision, the velocity of the first object v1 is equal to 1.67 meter per second. They have asked us the velocity of the second object. That's it. Simple one. See, everything is given. So from law of conservation of momentum, we can take m1 u1 plus m2 u2 equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Do you get this? So substitute, we just have to substitute the values. m1 100 into u1 2 plus m2 200 into u2 1 equal to m1, again see 100 into 1.67 plus m2 v2. m2 is 200 into v2. Fine. So what do we get? What should we do? We have to take this as 200 plus 200 equal to 400. This will be right. 400 equal to, so 2 decimals if I move, it will be 167 plus 200 v2. So if I bring it to this side, I will get 200 v2 equal to 400 minus 167. So this 200 I can bring it to the denominator. I will get divided by 200. Do you understand? Simplification, mathematical simplification. So 400 minus 167 by 200 will be 1.165 meter per second, right? You just subtract 400 minus 167 and divide that number by 200. We'll get 1.167 meter per second. That will be the velocity of the second object after collision. So remember, u1 and u2, v1 and v2 are called as before collision velocities, before collision, and velocities after collision. So here u1, u2 velocity before collision, initially moving in same line. v1, v2 after collision, once they collide each other, they move with a velocity v1 and v2 after collision, right? That's it. You see next question. So next question is, a truck starts from rest. So what do you mean by starts from rest? From that given, we can say that u equal to 0. A truck starts from rest and rolls down a hill with constant acceleration. It travels a distance of 400 meters. So they have given distance equal to 400 meters in 20 seconds. Time equal to 20 seconds. Right? So in 20 seconds, find its acceleration. They are asking you the acceleration. Find the force if it hits a mass of 7 tons. Mass equal to, they have given us 7 tons. What is 7 tons? 1 ton equal to 1000 kilograms. So 7 into 1000, 7000 kilograms mass. So first we have to find acceleration. We have been given UTSNA. So which one we can use? We have 3 equations. 2a is equal to v square minus u square. We don't have v here. S equal to ut plus half at square. So that can be applied. Another one is v equal to u plus at. There also v is there. We don't have v here. So which one we can use? The second law. S equal to ut plus half at square. S is 400 equal to initial 0. So time multiply will get again 0. Half into acceleration we have to find. T square is 20 square. That's it. So this will be 200 square will be 400, half into 400 into A, which will be 200. So A will be 400 by 200, right? Here there will be 400. So I can bring this 200 as denominator. So I will get 2 meter per second square as the acceleration of the given truck. Now they have asked us the force. Force also we have to find it. What is the formula for force? F equal to ma, right? According to Newton's second law of motion, we know that F equal to m into a. So mass is given as 7,000, acceleration we have found as 2. So multiply 7,000 into 2, which will be 14,000. What is the unit for force? Newtons, right? So force equal to 14,000 newtons. Do you understand this? So everything you have to do is just find the given and write the given properly, identify the suitable formula, and then substitute the corresponding values and do this mathematical simplification without any mistake. You will automatically get answers. So don't think that the problems are very difficult or something. If you know the proper formulas and if you just substitute it, you will automatically get the answers. So next question. Fourth one. A stone of 1 kg. So they have given m mass of a stone is 1 kg. Is thrown with a velocity of 20 meter per second. Velocity equal to 20 meter per second. We have to take it as initial velocity because it is thrown. And comes to rest after traveling a distance of 50 meter. So comes to rest. What is the meaning of come to rest? After throwing, so after some time it comes to rest. That is velocity equal to final velocity is 0. So I am throwing something with the initial velocity of 20 meter per second. It comes to final velocity 0 after some time. That is it comes to rest. So v equal to 0. Distance travelled by stone. Rest after travelling a distance of 50 meters. So distance travelled is 50 meters. What is the force of friction between the stone and the ice? As this force. So force equal to m into a, right? So we have to find a. So for finding acceleration, what do we have? We have u, v, and s. Which equation of motion shall we use? I cannot use this. Time is not there. I cannot use the first one. I can use the third one. 2as equal to v square minus u square. Here 2a 50 equal to v square 0 minus 20 square. This will be minus 400. 50 into 20, 100 a. A equal to, I can cancel this, minus 4 meter per second square. Why it is minus 4? Because this is not acceleration, this is retardation. When I throw, after some time it comes to rest, like applying brake on a car. Acceleration, a car is moving with an acceleration, I am applying brake, it comes to rest. That is called as deceleration or retardation, right? So similarly here also the negative symbol represents that the stone comes to rest because it is retardation. Lastly, we have force to find. Force. What is the formula for force? Same. F equal to m into a by second law of motion. Mass is given as 1 kg. Acceleration is given as minus 4. So it is minus 4 newtons. Right? This is the force of friction. So do you understand why it is in negative? This is, they have asked you the frictional force, and frictional force will always be in the opposite direction to the direction of the motion, and because of that this frictional force is in negative, right? That's it. So we have seen 4 sums today. We'll see the remaining sums in the tomorrow's class. Thank you.